Good afternoon, all of you. Respected sir. Today I'm standing over here to present a topic of web development, how to add CSS to HTML. Before going further, I'd like to thanks our respected sir, Ramlakhan sir, who guided us all through this. So let's start the presentation. So before going further, now I'm going to discuss about what is CSS. So CSS is a style sheet language which controls the look and feel of a web page. With CSS, we can change the colors, adjust layout, and even make website responsive for different devices. Okay, so three types of CSS we used in HTML. Let's discuss one by one. So the first method is inline CSS, second is internal CSS, and third is external CSS. Each method is very important in their places. So let's discuss about first, which is inline CSS. The first method is inline CSS, which applies directly on the HTML attributes. It is useful for quick styling but not ideal for larger project because it makes the HTML file cluttered. I'm saying it makes the HTML file cluttered because it is applied directly on HTML attributes. Okay, so when we apply more than attributes, then it becomes cluttered. Okay, so I'm going to demonstrate this by code. So here's the code of inline CSS. Here we can see we have used in paragraph style color is blue, font size is 20 pixel, and font weight is bold. So let's see the output of it. So here is the output. Okay, let's move forward to the slide. Second is internal CSS. In this method, we use style block within the head block to style the HTML page. This method is good for styling a single web page because single web page can easily handle this. Now I'm going to show you this method example as well. So here we can see internal CSS example. In this code, we used styling, color is blue, text align center in H1. This heading is styled with internal CSS. It is a paragraph. Uh, let's see the output of it. So here is the output. Okay. Now the third one is external CSS. It is most preferred method in external CSS, where we link an external style sheet to the HTML file. This keeps our HTML clean and allows us to rescue styles across multiple pages. It also allows easy access when we write long programs. So let's see. Here is the HTML page of external CSS. Here we linked external CSS file as well. Okay, so let's see the output. What is the output? Here is the output. Here we can see clearly that it applies on the whole web page. So it is easy to manage when we write long programs. Now, comparison between these three CSS, we are going to discuss about pros and cons and the use cases of it. Inline CSS is used for quick styling for a single element. As we talked earlier, that inline CSS is used in single attribute or tag. So this is it, and the pros of it is simple and fast because it is easy to write, and the cons is not reusable, hard to maintain because of its clutterness. And the second is internal CSS. It used in styling a single HTML page. Pros is organized, easy to debug, and the cons is cannot be reused across pages. And the third one is external CSS. Its use case is styling multiple pages consistently. Pros is reusable and maintainable, and cons is required an additional file. External CSS needs an external file named as a CSS file, style file. So this is the cons of it. So now the very important thing is why we should use CSS. CSS not only improve the appearance of web pages but also makes them responsive and user friendly. By separating content HTML from design CSS, we can work more efficiently and update design without touching the HTML structure. So by dividing HTML and CSS files separately, it is easy to maintain, and when we reuse the code, then it is also easy to access and makes it efficient. Okay. Now the last part is conclusion. What is the conclusion of this presentation? Each method of adding CSS to HTML has its advantage, and it is suitable for their own scenario. Okay, for small projects, internal or inline CSS is good, and for larger project, there is external CSS feature which allow us to write more efficient. Okay, so that's it from my side.